After infiltrating Whiteholm Castle under Roland's guidance, House Wolffort defeats Erica and Thalas, and blows up the ship that was the enemy's only means of escape. Now, all that stands in their way of recapturing the Crown City is General Avlora. Serenoa and his retinue proceed through the castle in search of her.
You've gotten better, my friend. Much better.
Only because I've had you to train with.
And how far behind would I be without Sir Maxwell's tutelage? The Dawnspear himself is my personal mentor. And still you're all but my equal.
It's been a while since we last sparred. It takes time to adapt to a new opponent.
Perhaps so. Anyhow, I always enjoy our skirmishes. No better way to clear my head after another quarrel with Father. Must all three nations be part of this mining venture? I've yet to hear a convincing argument as to why.
You do not hear because you do not listen.
Hyzant offers nothing but a sliver of their vast riches. Something we could easily do without. I understand the advantage of involving Esfrost. Their expertise speeds things along immeasurably. But Hyzant? Have you at least demanded they lower the taxes on salt? Such a change would be welcomed by our subjects and enrich their daily lives. We cannot concede everything while gaining naught in return. Surely you see this, Father.
It has been decided, and I will hear no more. You presume upon matters you do not comprehend.
But Father, I'm just...
Now, Roland, if there is nothing else, pray leave me be. I have more important matters to attend to.
Yes, Father. If only I had found the right words. If only I had kept my emotions in check. Perhaps things would have ended differently.
Blaming yourself for past mistakes will lead you nowhere. You must look forward for the opportunities ahead.
Of course. And I trust you'll be at my side come that time.
Just as House Wolffort stands with the crown, I stand with you.
I am fortunate to have as loyal a friend as you.
As am I. Enough sentimentality. Raise your spear so I can knock it down.
You're welcome to try, my friend.
There they are.
Cordelia!
House Wolffort. I cannot say I am surprised.
General of Laura, release Queen Cordelia and surrender yourself to us.
Thalas and Erica are dead. Your ship is destroyed. There is no one coming to your aid. Nowhere for you to run.
Maxwell! I knew you were alive!
What soldier worth her salt would forfeit her position without a fight? And even if he was a fool, Thalas was our prime minister. I am obligated to avenge him.
Then draw your weapon.
Wait! General of Laura is not an enemy to the kingdom. She has sworn herself to my service and to Glenbrook's protection.
So she can manipulate you to her own ends, no doubt.
No. The oath she spoke to me was true.
Queen Cordelia.
Please, lay down your arms. All of you.
I will not. Have you forgotten who forswore this kingdom and its royal family in the first place? Who invaded the Crown City and killed the king and Franny? Who exploited Glenbrook with no regard for its people?
We of Esfrost.
Tell me what you would call that if not evil.
And I suppose thieving into the Crown City and attacking without forewarning is justice.
I do not make such claims. And I know I cannot, until victory has been won.
Pretty words. So the winner takes it all. The castle, the queen, the right to claim justice. Is that what you desire?
That is all I have ever desired.
I'm on my way!
I live to serve.
Everything rests on this, Serenoa. We must do whatever it takes to win.
I know. No doubt Avlora will be the greatest challenge we've faced.
Indeed. She killed my master. Killing her will prove our cause is righteous. Come. Let us be rid of these Esfrosti bastards!
Face me if you dare!
My turn.
For victory!
Choices, choices.
I see a path to victory. We must move fast.
Time to take flight. Yeah!
Forward!
Let the show begin! Take that!
No need to panic. It's nothing personal.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Cool heads shall prevail.
I will end this.
Flee while you have the chance.
My turn. Suffer.
Child.
You won't escape. Let's play.
Charge!
I struck you down with my own hand. So tell me, who are you behind that mask?
I am Frost's Bane. My mask stays on until the last handful of dirt falls upon your grave.
Or until I kill you and rip it from your face myself.
Yeah! Breathe your last! Be gone!
Weakling. So you survived, Dawnspear? No matter. I have beaten you once, I can do it again. My blade thirsts for another taste of your blood.
I was powerless then, but not now. I will strike her down and show my master how strong I've become.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Forward! Perish!
Stronger than you look.
This battle is ours. Yeah! I hope you're watching, Grandfather. I'll do my best! Whatever you can do!
Let me heal your wounds. Allow me.
Let me show you what I've learned. Slaves, heed my call!
Good.
Allow me.
Leave the rest to me.
My turn. This'll hurt.
Face me if you dare.
Let's play.
Let us pry out their weakness.
This will serve well.
for victory! My last strike's true! Did you see that? Damn it! Forward! This ends here!
The hunt is on. I hope you're watching, Grandfather. Ice! Where's your next? Let me heal your wounds. Make the most of this.
Our victory is assured.
Looks like I'm up. It's nothing. Here's comes wisdom!
Do they have the upper hand? I am finished.
I will not give up. Not so long as I draw breath.
Allow me. With the powers in me, we will make our ideals reality. My turn.
Good.
I shall try my level best.
Now what to do?
Sheer go! Be gone!
To think, this is as far as I go.
We have won. You are finished, General of Laura.
How have I failed?
Stop! Please, you've already won!
No, not yet. We cannot stand before the people and declare victory while our enemy yet lives.
This is the reality of war, Queen Cordelia. Do me the honor of witnessing my final moments.
General!
Glenbrook demands justice. Step aside, Your Majesty.
Then I beg you, as Queen of Glenbrook, do not do this. Spare her, please. I cannot bear this cruelty.
As you wish. Let us end this war and spill no further blood in its name. But the names of our murdered kin still cry out for vengeance. For them, I will see her dead.
Wait! Is that... Roland, is that you?
Roland Glenbrook. Back from the dead.
Let us settle this once and for all, Avlora.
What are you saying, Prince Roland?
There is no need for you to take such a risk.
No, but indulge me this one last time. Allow me to finish it on my terms.
Very well.
So you wish to duel me before the throne? Fine. I accept your challenge.
Not here. Come.
This is where I defeated Maxwell. You have a penchant for poetic justice, I see.
Mock me for being sentimental if you wish. I care not.
No, Princeling. 'Tis not something I hold in contempt. But your sentimentality will not save you from the same fate as your master.
Yeah! Now! Victory is mine.
You fight well. Well enough to protect her. To protect Cordelia in my stead.
General of Laura!
Roland casts off his mask and defeats Avlora in a duel, though her body falls into the Nozelia River and is lost. After a momentary withdrawal, the Hyzantian forces attack the Crown City again when word of General Avlora's demise reaches them. The Asfrosti army folds quickly without anyone to lead them. House Wolffort defeats the remaining guards and seizes control of the castle. They secure the Crown City just as dawn breaks, though the battle has not left the city or its people unscathed.
It is finished.
But the road ahead is long and arduous. Glenbrook's wounds run deep.
So deep it makes me wonder if the kingdom will ever recover.
We will make sure it does. There is nothing the combined might of the Glenbrook royal line and House Wolffort cannot achieve.
Right you are. How glad I am to have you by my side, old friend.
Overwhelmed by the forces of House Wolffort, Esfrost's troops are scattered and driven from the Crown City. Glenbrook, at last, is free. Several days after this fateful battle, Queen Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way for another. Roland Glenbrook, his face no longer hidden from the world, will take his rightful place at the seat of power. With the prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death, and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it, this news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Norzelia itself. Prince Roland has proven his pedigree by storming the walls of Whiteholm and routing his enemies, delivering his sister to safety in the process. The prince becomes king, and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Esfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval. It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left an indelible mark on the once prosperous nation. Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's liberators must make ready for a struggle of an entirely different sort.
Congratulations on returning to your rightful throne, King Roland.
Ah, you've returned. My friend, a word.
Yes.
I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend.
As am I, Roland.
Your Majesty, representatives from Hyzant have arrived.
We shan't make undue demands of your time, King Roland. We've simply come to say farewell.
Without your aid, my people would still be under Esfrost's iron rule. Glenbrook owes you a debt of gratitude.
Consider the debt paid. The knowledge we gleaned of Elfric's capabilities was more than worth our troubles.
Indeed, it surpassed my every expectation. The Holy One is sure to be pleased with the results.
Your Majesty, can we trust you to lift the embargo and keep Esfrost subdued?
Of course. Lord Wolfort has promised his full cooperation in that regard.
Your Majesty, lest you misunderstand your friend's position, allow me to make one matter abundantly clear. Minister Serenoa is of the Saintly Seven. He is not to serve at your whims, but by the grace of the Hierophant.
I understand, but he is also a Lord of Glenbrook. More importantly, he is my friend. As such, I would ask for his assistance in the days ahead, as I have in days past.
Your Majesty, it is plain that the friendship between you two runs deep. However, the rules of politics are old and immutable.
And what does the Lord himself think of his new position?
Of course, I am grateful for the honor Hyzant has bestowed upon me. I will do all in my power to serve both the Hierophant and King Roland with all faithfulness.
In other words, the Hierophant does not have your full loyalty.
Well,
Glenbrook and Hyzant are to be two nations united in purpose. Surely it is reasonable that Lord Serenoa acts in service to both? Perhaps King Roland and the Hierophant should discuss my lord's role together.
You are right, of course. It is not our place to assume the goddess's intent.
Very well. I hope to meet with the Holy One as soon as my duties allow. I expect busy days ahead for you, Serenoa. Be prepared.
Certainly, Your Majesty.
Milo shall stay in Glenbrook for the time being. If there is aught she can assist you with, consider her at your complete disposal. Remember, Milo, that you are the symbol of friendship between our two nations.
But of course, I live to serve, Minister.
And with that, we shall take our leave.
May we meet again soon.
They leave us with a spy. It seems we still haven't won their trust entirely.
Whatever secrets they uncover will only attest to our commitment to the friendship between us.
Still, their actions speak volumes. Their aid has not come without expectation of just recompense. Already they seek to make Lord Serenoa their puppet.
But we need Hyzant's aid to crush Esfrost.
By the same token, we cannot resist Hyzant without Esfrost's might. And once Esfrost is laid low, Glenbrook will have served its purpose. What then would stop Hyzant from tightening their grip?
Just as they did with the Rosal. The injustice I saw at the source is not something I'll soon forget. If you require proof of Hyzant's true nature, you need only remember.
I know. This country is my home. Built by my father and the kings before him. Safeguarded by my sister and generations of my forebears. I will rebuild it. Restore its glory and its pride. We will not be treated as dogs at the end of a leash.
For now, we must look within. Only after that work is done should we look without.
Oh, it's you.
May we speak for a moment?
Of course, brother. My apologies. I'm so happy you're alive. It's just, I believed you dead for so long.
I understand. But hiding from the world was the only way.
You needn't explain. I don't blame you in the least.
Thank you. About General Avlora.
Avlora... She was
a servant of Esfrost. Our enemy.
I know.
And you know there was no room for mercy. Not if we wanted to win back Glenbrook. Not if I wanted to rescue you from Esfrost's clutches. However, I thought you deserved to know. She did have parting words. She asked me to protect you in her stead. It seems she cared for you, in her own way.
She did. She was harsh, but always kind.
Our scouts are yet searching for her, but her wounds were grave. I fear when we find her, she will... Cordelia, what's wrong?
I'm fine. I simply need to rest.
Fine? I think not. I'll call a healer.
No. This whole time, I've refused to show even a moment of weakness. It seems my efforts have taken a toll.
You did well, sister. Now you may relinquish your burdens. I'm here, and I won't leave you again. But please, visit the infirmary. Some bed rest will surely set both of our minds at ease.
Thank you. I'm glad to see your trials haven't stripped you of your kindness. Welcome home, brother.
So, the Crown City has fallen. I see. And what of General Avlora?
She fell into the Norzelia River and has not been seen since.
And my siblings, Thalos and Erica?
They died, fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
I understand. I have fewer pieces on the board than ever now.
Pieces? Really is true what they say about him.
It seems I was wrong to think that Hysant would remain idle. Or was my more grievous error to be taken in by the prince's false death? Regardless, I was a fool to show House Wolford any mercy.
Your Grace, reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces.
Oh? Continue.
They say it sank one of our ships in a blast of purple.
Our iron, our pride, torn apart like sheets of parchment before a storm. We mustn't allow Hysant to think they've won the upper hand. I intend to answer their weapon with one of my own.
After retaking Whiteholm Castle, Roland assumes the throne. Joy over the return of the line of Glenbrook sweeps the kingdom. Yet not everyone is quick to welcome Roland back with open arms. Life under Frosty rule treated them well, and they suspect him to be naught but a figurehead of a puppet regime. Roland's absence, it seems, made room for discord among his subjects to flourish.
So that is what happened in my absence.
Yes. Gustadolf was a clever ruler. After the invasion, Patriot and his royalists cozied up to Esfros in order to protect themselves. Gustadolf used them to his every advantage. He stripped them of their privileges and left them nothing but their governing responsibilities. I don't think Patriot much cared for that, but it did ensure everything continued smoothly, without interrupting the people's lives.
Now I understand why there was little unrest after the occupation began.
A clean, effective takeover by a well-seasoned commander.
But all the while, he was preparing to face the next conflict.
Wait, does he intend to march on Hysant next?
I believe so. I wish I could be more specific. But the Goddess's shield cannot protect the Holy State's capital from Esfrost. Not anymore. He said it will all be over once the death knell is ready.
What is this death knell?
A new weapon born from the coupling of his frosty ironworking and explosive projectiles. Thalos claimed it is powerful enough to break through the Goddess's shield.
To think Esfrost is capable of creating such a monstrosity.
So much for their reign of peace. Taking over Glenbrook was only the first move in a bigger gambit to seize the source.
I am disturbed to learn of Gustadolf's plan. But rebuilding our capital must take priority.
Very well. We should investigate the extent of the damage and discuss how best to proceed from there. House Wolfort will lend whatever aid you need.
Thank you, Serenoa. But since you are one of their Saintly Seven now, I'd ask you to keep an eye on Hyzant as well.
Cordelia? Apologies. A brief spell of dizziness.
I have been looking everywhere for you, Your Highness.
Patriot.
I do not recall giving you leave of the infirmary. Your injuries are still healing. Would you undo all the trouble I went through to get you the best of care? Pray, return to the infirmary at once.
It wouldn't do to push yourself, Cordelia. Rest now. Leave everything to me.
All right.
We got a pretty good understanding of the damage in the capital, my lord. It's a tad more than we were expecting.
I see. Then we must make haste with repairs. Let's report this to Hyzant and see what aid they can give us. Was there anything of note besides damage?
There ain't an easy way of putting this, but not everyone's exactly pleased to hear Prince Roland's returned. Esfrost exempted Glenbrook's subjects from the salt tax. Likely a bid to get in everyone's good graces. And a damn good one at that. But more than that, the so-called freedom Gustadolf brought to the kingdom seems to have made a splash. He threw out the old ways and made it so anyone could better their lot in life depending on their ability, instead of their birthright.
Just as in Esfrost.
Then the people must have looked quite favorably upon Gustadolf's rule.
I wager folks ain't too pleased to see us, since they figure it means things will go back to how they used to be.
Roland surmised as much. We must do something to show the people his is a return worth celebrating.
Anna, have you looked into the state of affairs in the castle?
Yes. The head of the Royalists, Minister Patriot, is extending his influence. He made quite the name for himself, even under Gustadolf. Though he seems eager enough to support King Roland, he was just as eager to serve the Archduke. I do not believe we can trust him.
Distinguished members of House Wolfort, how hard you are all working to rebuild our capital. What a delightful thing to see.
Minister, you do us a great honor visiting us out of all the many other responsibilities that must vie for your attention.
Oh, come now, do not think yourself so insignificant. The entire kingdom owes you its thanks, myself included, of course. We are so grateful for House Wolfort's aid, even though you now serve a different master.
We are only doing what any of King Roland's loyal vassals would.
Speaking of the king, I'm afraid we've a bit of a problem. His Majesty seems to be entertaining thoughts of retaliating against Esfrost. But the people have had their fill of war, and I'm sure you're already aware the people look upon the royal line with disfavor. I only beg you take every care going forward.
A warning.
Even so, there is naught we can do but focus on rebuilding.
Indeed. Let us return to the king and apprise him of our progress.
I would walk the city with Sheila a bit longer and speak with the people.
As you wish. But this is not the capital you knew. Be careful, my love.
Must you go, sir?
I regret to say I must. I have been idle for long enough. But know this, I shall forever be indebted to the Roselle. I know not why fate delivered my battered body to the shores of your village, but I am fortunate that it did. I owe my life to your kindness. Thank you.
You'll have no debt with us. We only did what was right. But where will you go? Safety is a luxury few are afforded these days.
The war rages still, and so long as it does, I must fight with every inch of my being to end it.
A single man can't fix this tangled mess of a world.
Ah, but I am not alone. Every moment my allies risk life and limb without me is a moment I owe them for their bravery. I must rejoin them at once.
I see there's no convincing you otherwise. Very well. But we expect to hear news of your victory soon.
I sense the world is on the cusp of great change. Change for the better. When it comes, let us celebrate its arrival together. Well met, friends. I require passage to see Lord Serenoa.
And who are you? If you want an audience, you'll have to wait behind the rest.
Wait. That cape, it can't be.
You're Sir Maxwell. My lord, Sir Maxwell has returned.
My apologies for my abrupt departure, my lord. Full glad am I to see you have managed without me.
Sir Maxwell, you're alive.
Aye, and none the worse for wear, I hope. It seems fate would have me take up my spear once more.
Where have you been? We all feared the worst.
Avlora's fell blow cast me into the river, and its cold embrace washed away my memories, along with my pride. I awoke in a village of kind-hearted folk. I might have stayed there, blissful in ignorance, had news of your exploits not reached them. It was then that old memories stirred, prideful memories, painful memories. My purpose became clear. I must end this war or perish in the attempt. I hope that I have not come too late to make a difference.
Of course not. We would be honored to have you fight by our side. I only hope you can say the same for us, Dawnspear.
The coronation ceremony. Certainly there are more important matters to focus on right now.
A coronation is important to assuage the people's fears and restore their faith, besides which it is the royalists' most fervent wish. A kingdom is only truly as strong as people believe it to be, and right now the world believes Glenbrook weak. The ceremony will be a display to the contrary.
Is this truly the remedy our situation calls for? Right now, I imagine the people care only for where their next hot meal will come from.
Rest assured, sire, House Wolford will see your subjects shan't go hungry. But trust me when I say nothing will hasten Glenbrook's return to her former glory so much as announcing the return of Regna's rightful heir. To win your subjects' hearts, You need do nothing but ascend to your position upon the throne.
You mean sit my royal backside on a fancy chair?
In a manner of speaking. A king's duty is first and foremost serving as his kingdom's symbol. You needn't trouble yourself with day-to-day governance. We will assume that burden. After all, you have only just been crowned.
There will be no ceremony. The people will tell us what they need, and you will listen to them, Patriot. That is my command.
As you wish, King Roland.
How fare things, Huette? Have the relief supplies been given to those who need it?
Well, we had received a sizable shipment of goods from Hyzant, but there are complaints. It seems very few of those goods have made it into the hands of the people.
And why is that?
We aren't certain, though apparently Patriot and the Royalists involve themselves with the distribution.
Damn those Royalists! They cannot be left to their own devices.
There are more who accepted Esfrost's rule than I imagined.
Glenbrook's history is long. Yet, that is why hierarchy and precedent hold sway. This is a stubborn land, my lady, not given to easy change. Though Archduke Gustadolf, acting in the name of freedom, granted privilege after privilege to the powerful. For people used to Glenbrook's rigid customs, I suppose that sort of change must have been too seductive to resist.
Perhaps, but his freedom was naught but greed and cruelty.
Lady Frederica, I've been searching everywhere for you.
A Wolfort messenger! Did you run all this way? What's happened?
My lady, I hail from Castle Wolfort, bearing tidings of Lord Simo.
Has he awakened?
He has. He is in high spirits and recovering well. He is most pleased to hear of the capital's recapture. He bids you visit Castle Wolfort so he can honor you himself.
Oh, I must bring these glad tidings to Serenoa at once. How long it has been since I've seen him smile.
There is one more bit of news I have for you, my lady, but it is not so happy.
Is there some sort of trouble in the Wolfort domain?
Bandits are laying waste to the Rosellan village. To our shame, Castle Wolfort does not have enough soldiers to stop this. We would beg Lord Serenoa's wisdom in this matter.
The enemy must be powerful indeed. We cannot leave the Rosellan village defenseless.
Let us inform the others. Messenger, with us.
Well, well. Things are about to get interesting.
Thank you all for helping to determine the extent of the damage to the capital. This information will be invaluable as we proceed with reconstruction. There is also happy word from Castle Wolfort. My Lord Father is awake. They say he is recovering apace and is already up and walking.
Those are glad tidings indeed.
He says he would like to see us and hear of all that has passed while he was taken ill.
Then what are we waiting for? I'll saddle the horses.
Would that we could depart at once, but the messenger brought another piece of news.
Bandits plague the outskirts of the Rosellan village.
Jerome and his folk are there. They can handle a few mangy thieves, surely.
Not according to the messenger. The bandits are proving a formidable foe.
Which is why they have asked us for aid.
Apologies for my tardiness. It's sudden, I know, but I must ask you a favor.
What is it?
I suspect Patriot and his royalists of filching relief supplies.
We've no proof it's them, but the fact remains. The people in most need of those goods are not receiving them.
The matter warrants investigating at the very least, and I would ask for Wolfort's assistance.
I see. Well, we were just discussing what we ought to do next. Allow me to explain the 3 courses of action before us. 1. Return to Castle Wolfort as my Lord Father requests. 2. Defend the Rosellan village from bandits. Or 3. Remain in the capital to investigate the royalists.
Lord Simon has recovered. What splendid news. If I could only go to him myself and thank him for all House Wolfort has done. But I cannot leave the capital in the throes of a possible scandal. Too many hold the royal family in contempt as it is.
That may be the case, but now that Lord Simon has awoken, someone must make sure he is healthy and apprise him of recent events. I would go to Castle Wolfort, Lord Serenoa, if it pleases you.
My heart breaks for the Rosellan village. Let me go to its defense, even if I must go alone.
I cannot allow that. It's far too dangerous a task for one person.
Well, I would have the Wolfort soldiers with me, of course. Besides, do you recall our first meeting?
Of course I do. You were being assailed by rogues at the port.
If you hadn't been there, who knows what would have become of me. But I am not as weak now as I was then. I am stronger, enough that I shall bring no dishonor to House Wolfort's name. My lord, have faith in me. Let me do this.
Very well.
It seems best that Benedict, Frederica, and I each attend to these pressing matters, separately.
Indeed, but the rest of us cannot be in 3 places at once. We can only choose one path to take. Bring the scales of conviction.